Shall I spot off about ADHD for a minute?
Yes, please.
That was my first book on ADHD. It's the American Scattered Minds, depending on which edition you get. And that was after I was diagnosed with it myself in my 50s.
What does it mean?
ADHD?
Yeah, what is it exactly? Is it real?
Oh, it's real.
But what does it mean?
Well,
Like if someone has ADHD, it's not like you have herpes, right? Like you could say, "Oh, you got a disease."
well,
What is it?
well, that's the whole point, is that the medical profession and a lot of the so-called experts think about it as a disease, another one of these inherited diseases. In fact, they say it's the most heritable mental illness there is. And I say it's neither an illness nor is it heritable. So the hallmark are difficulty paying attention when you're not motivated.
Yeah.
So kind of tuning out, like that kid in the commercial.
Like me.
Okay. Poor impulse control, so that you tend to act out whatever emotion arises.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the hyperactivity, difficulty sitting still and then to fidget and all that. And that described me to a T. But as soon as I learned about the diagnosis, I knew something. This is not a disease, and it's not heritable, despite the fact that some of my kids were diagnosed with it. What is it? So tuning out is not a disease. So let me ask you a question, if I may.
Okay.
If I were to stress you right now, create stress, emotional difficulty, or tension for you right now, what would be your options of dealing with that, of dealing with me? What would be your options?
I could either get upset or I could leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could fight back, flight or fight, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you didn't have those options?
Yeah. Then you're stuck.
And now what does the brain do when you're stuck like that?
Gets distracted.
It gets tunes out.
Yeah, it tunes out. You want to do other things, think about other things.
In other words, it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah. It's
No.
normal. I mean,
Yeah.
the idea that your child who is, an 8-9-year-old ball of energy filled with, hormones and life and thoughts and things they enjoy, and then you make them sit down
Yeah.
all day in this
Yeah.
unnatural state in a classroom with fluorescent lights and stare
Yeah.
at a teacher that's unmotivated and underpaid and is teaching something in a very boring and non-entertaining way.
Yeah.
And that if this kid doesn't lock in like a zombie, we need to medicate them.
Yeah, well, the other part of it is that if you look at my infancy, and it sounds like yours, we spent our first year or two under very difficult circumstances, a lot of stress.